There's an essential need for the building industry to respond to a biodiversity crisis. We've got a lot of homes to build, and building those homes, we've got to make sure that we respect the animals, bugs and beasties that are all around us, because once they're gone, they're gone. Ibstock's taking some incredible initiatives as part of all of our developments that we do, whether it be a new brick factory or a new quarry site. We're considering all of the environmental impacts associated with that development. When we start our quarrying activities, we've generally got agricultural land or grassland areas. And what we do is we look at that habitat at the beginning and try and improve upon that in our restoration scheme. Overall, we want to improve the biodiversity of that habitat pre and post development. All of these trees were planted just 8 years ago, and the maturity that they're now achieved is fantastic. This is not rocket science. The solutions that we're looking at here is trying to recreate some of the habitats that might otherwise be lost as part of any development. And that might be developments that we create in Ibstock, or it might be those that our customers create in building a new estate. If you lose a tree, you need a habitat for a bird to live in. If you lose some grassland areas, we need to create somewhere for the bees, bugs and beasties to live.
I was involved in actual designing the eco-habitat range, some of which you can see in here, Swift boxes and bat boxes. We've worked with the Swift Conservation and Bat Society in terms of getting their expertise on how the product would be best suited for the species that we're actually going to use it on. And we've developed our range over the years to suit that need. So this is a development over the last 6 months that is a one press, much more cost effective, and of course it's clay. It would be discreetly built into the facade of the building to encourage species to re-inhabit an area where they probably were before the actual building was built. We want to help biodiversity thrive.
Biodiversity net gain is really important. Biodiversity net gain became mandatory for all developments from February 2024, which means that all of our customers, when they build a home somewhere, has got to have a no net loss and a biodiversity net gain of 10%. Ibstock wanted to help those customers by providing products that bring bird, bat and bug habitat into the homes, but in a way that doesn't affect the homeowner. The homeowner can be blissfully unaware of the bats living in a discrete brick in the top facade of a house, and the bees just move in and out of the brick, not into the house itself, totally segregated from the homeowner. There have been significant impacts in the UK on its biodiversity. Only 50% of biodiversity remains from baseline years. If every developer makes sure that they build net gain as part of their scheme, building woodlands, building lake areas, creating fantastic features in their developments, we can reverse biodiversity loss by 2050.